Melbourne Racing Review, and I'm joined by Trevor Lawson. How are you, Trev?
Good, mate. Good.
So we've got Guineas Day tomorrow at Flemington, so we might just jump straight into the Australian Guineas because the race everyone's looking forward to. Catalyst is 250 favourite, opened about that and hasn't really moved, and Alligator Blood's actually drifted a little bit and is out to $3.20. They're the two in the market. Then you go back to Shenier at $7 and Alabama Express at $8. Big match race that everyone's looking forward to. How does your market look?
I've got them a bit longer. The one I actually really hadn't taken much notice of the market. One I'm surprised such big odds is Alabama Express. I don't think there's anything wrong with its form. And I've got it equal second pick. So I've got Catalyst favourite from Alabama Express and Alligator Blood equal.
Right.
But I'm sort of 5-2 the field.
So you're in that sort of situation. Are you looking to maybe bet on Alabama Express as your overlay?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought of it. So as I say, I hadn't looked at the market. I sort of try not to. But yeah, I think it's at $7. It's worth having something on. I think. So I think Alligator Blood's probably going to have to lead again. Catalyst will sort of hold its ground, and then Alabama Express will probably come across and sit outside Alligator Blood.
Yeah.
So, and I've got them clearly on top of the others. The Perth horse looks a nice horse.
Superstorm?
Yeah, I've got some ratings from Cameron, our key bets guy, and but it looks a nice horse and looks on the way up. But I've got it sort of $14, and Chenier was all right first up, but it's going to be a similar run race here. They're just not going to go very hard by the look of it.
Okay.
We see you've got Alligator Blood, Alabama Express, Catalyst sitting up there. Sun takes a sit, and all the others take a sit. So and then you've got 1,000 to 1 chance in the bottom one, but it doesn't have any speed either. So I wouldn't have thought it's going to get in the race to be any sort of roadblock. So it should just be dominated by the three best horses who should settle 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so bit of a sit and sprint.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I think it'd just be sort of similar sort of race to the last start when that was a 1,400 metre race. So you sort of got 5 of the horses coming through the same race. So I can't see them really changing tactics.
Fair enough. All right, we might look at a few of the other races as well. So race 5's the Shaftesbury Avenue over the 1,400 metres. Age of Chivalry, Yulong January and Blajowski are at the top of the market. What about you?
Yeah, I sort of haven't quite finalised this race, but I've got sort of Age of Chivalry and Yulong January equal picks. Just want to have another look at Yulong January. It's been up for a long time, and it is 35 days between runs.
Yep.
Age of Chivalry was good for first up. It's got a good record. It's drawn out wide, but I think he can sort of just keep pushing on, and either sort of get outside the leader, or he might be able to come back underneath them. Blazejowski was good first up and okay second up, but all its best form looks to be on sort of wet tracks and tracks with sort of sting out. So and then Morvada was terrific last start, beating Young January, but it's been up for a long time and sort of was a peak figure, but it'll push forward as well. But I thought it's not a bad race.
Yep. Race 6 is the HDI Bob hoisted over the 1,000 down the straight. Fabergino $2.80. Have you got it that short?
Haven't got it that short. Again, I sort of I watched his videos. It's a pretty fast horse. I got some ratings again of sort of Cameron, who sort of does Perth, and I can line them up through my ratings. So I've got quite a big figure for him, but I haven't sort of got him around the $4 mark. He'll find the front. so he can sort of dictate the race. But it's a bit hard to mark him sort of $2.30, $2.40, whatever it is.
Yeah, same story with the straight races. You just look for the straight form and.
Yeah. Generally, just try to it's sort of half mighty, or when I back the leader in the sort of straight races.
Yep.
But it's sort of short enough at the moment.
We'll jump over to race 8, which is the Blamey over the mile, and 50 stars is at $3.60 with Night's Watch at $4.20 and Admiral's Joker at $6, and old mate Sosie Bon and Ringading at $8 each. How's your market look there?
I like 50 stars here.
Yep.
I think there's no pace whatsoever in the race, so I think Williams will be the one that sort of goes forward.
Yep.
Did go forward early on in its preps, early on in its racing career when we had it, and I think Williams he'll be sort of the one that's going to be positive here, so I think he can cross them. It was good first up, and it flies here at Flemington. So I was sort of hoping it was sort of a race they've sort of half targeted a bit. So I thought it was definitely the horse to beat. It's probably around its sort of right quota, give or take now.
Should get out a bit though.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all carrying a lot of percentage at the moment.
Yep.
Night's Watch was sort of okay first up. It's probably the danger. Has got blinkers first time. Can miss it every time. Sometimes it's drawn inside. And then, the old Go Deceiver, Sosie Bonds, it's well in this race. I didn't really like Admiral's Joker that much. The husband's gone on it here, Svella.
Yep.
He doesn't ride a lot. Rarely rides in town. And the horse sort of basically was doing its best work in the past when Williams was riding it. So I was sort of happy to sort of risk it.
Yep. All right. And we'll just quickly look at the last race of the day, which is the JRA Trophy over the 1200 down the straight. Tanico $4.60 and Big Night Out $4.80. Chicago Cub $5.50. You got anything of note there?
By default, I got Big Night Out favourite. It was okay first up. It is down the straight. It's got a huge figure at 1400 when it was last prep. So it's 1200 down the straight here. Sort of a bit of a query. Tanika's ran on all right, but I didn't really like it that much at the figures, and also it's going to get back on the inside. And Chicago Cub went good last start, went sort of good for sort of the senior rider, and the apprentice goes on, and when the apprentice has sort of ridden it, it's sort of rated slightly down.
Okay.
But I basically thought there was sort of 4 or 5 horses that couldn't win, and there's 10 or 11 or 10 horses that can win, so it will be one race that I'll be passing on.
Yeah, fair enough. Just the rail tomorrow, where's that?
The rail's out 2 metres.
Because they're saying they've got basically 3 meetings in a week.
Yeah, they've put a Wednesday meeting in for some reason, I'm not sure why.
Yep.
So it's 2 metres this week. They haven't announced what they're doing on Wednesday, and then next week's their final day. So I suggested to do a track walker yesterday that they might just put it out like they did on the Sunday meeting, but he sort of said to me that the track manager said no, they didn't want to do that because they didn't want what happened at the next meeting when it was sort of pretty much on pace early on.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It seems strange. You got sort of your grand final meetings next Saturday, and you're going to have a meeting in between. Just seems a bit strange to me.
It's a strange bit of schedule.
And there's 4 straight races next Wednesday.
Okay.
So they'll go sort of wherever, but they'll be wet. So wherever the best part of the track is next Wednesday for the straight races, there'll be wear and tear for there. So going into next Saturday, which is you got the biggest sprint race of the year.
Yeah.
So it just seems rather strange.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? All right. Well, yeah, we'll your final market's out in the morning, so look for any possibilities there, and yeah, then we'll have another chat next week.
Yeah, and we've got Moonee Valley tonight.
Yes.
So I think there's 2 more after this, I think.
Yep.
So I think we get a break next week, and then it's Moonee Valley, and then 2 weeks after that. And the last 2 are actually better class races. They sort of, run some mares weight for age races, some set weight races. So it's not sort of
William Reid on one of them.
May well be, yeah. And I think the stock stakes or stock stakes and stuff like that. So after tonight it's just your typical maidens and 64s and all that sort of crap. But if you find a winner, you find a winner.
That's it. They'll pay the same. All right, we'll have a chat next week.
Great, thanks, Mark. Thank you.
Cheers.